Hey, what's up? It's Patrick, it's Rosevere Fire, and I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about, does money buy freedom? Does money buy freedom? You get what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna give y'all an honest answer, bro. I'm not gonna give you that them Christianity answers. I'm not gonna give you them Christianity answers, bro. I'm gonna give you the real honest answers, bro. Does money buy freedom? Does money buy freedom, bro? This is real. This is a real question, bro. Like, does money buy freedom? Let's think about it, bro. Let's say somebody's in an abusive home. Why are they stuck there? You know what I'm saying? Like, if they had the money to buy a place in another place, they'd do it in a heartbeat. Some of these people don't even have like all these extra family members and all this stuff, bro. Like, some of these people is just on their own, bro. People be on their own, bro. So they need that money to go get a place somewhere else. They need that money, bro. Man, people be going to 9 to 5s, bro, tired, bro. Some of these people be sleepwalking to work. That money, bro, would definitely buy freedom for them, bro. Man, bro. Money will buy you physical freedom, bro. Like you could get a place, you know what I'm saying? And this is just my personal opinion and just my honesty, bro. Money could buy you a physical place in a physical freedom. That's it. A physical freedom from from one location to another, bro. Because money is important, bro. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Now, is money gonna buy you internal freedom? Hell no. But is money gonna get you from one place to another? Hell yeah. So that type of freedom, to whereas you're talking about freedom of going from one place to another, freedom of buying, like, you know, renting an apartment in another place to get away from a toxic, abusive place, to get away from a toxic environment, to get away from the hood. Money. All this is money, 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 bruh. To get away from the hood, to get away from a violent city, to go to another place, money, bro. Let's be honest, bruh. Money. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all, bro, as though, oh, money can't do nothing, bro. Bro, let me tell you something, bro. When you in some abusive, toxic, mess environment, bro, and when you have the money, bro, and you could get a place in another, you could get you another place away from all that. That's money, bro. You know what I'm saying? God could use that money to get you up out of there, bro. This is real, bro. God could use that money to get you out of that slavery, bro. Why you think people be just going so hard and hustling so hard for so long to get to the money? Because they trying to get away from certain things. They trying to buy not even buy, they trying to rent a place away from all the negativity, all of that stuff. They trying to provide, bro. They trying to feed themselves, get something to eat, and all this stuff. So money does contribute to a lot of physical freedom. But there's different types of freedom, though. That's the thing, though. There's different types of freedom. You get what I'm saying? There's different types of freedom, and this is what people need to understand. There's the physical freedom, to whereas you just gonna rent a place away from all the toxic environment, from all the toxic stuff that you was going through. You're gonna get you a place away from the hood. You're gonna get you a place away from all this, the poverty and the struggling, right? That's one form of freedom. You're getting away from the negative environment. You're getting away from the negative things. So money could buy yourself out of that. And that's just my personal opinion. Because you could use that money to buy you, to rent you a place away from all that. To get you, like, you could use that money to buy you a plane ticket, buy you all type of stuff to go to a different state, away from the cursed state that you was in, and to rent you a place, to buy you some food, to get some clothes, you know what I'm saying? To pay your rent and all that. Money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Money, bro. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Now, Let's talk about the other types of freedom, because now we done talked about the physical aspect of like moving from one place to another, getting something to eat, paying your bills, doing this. You know what I'm saying? We done talked about that type of freedom. And in my opinion, bro, money could buy all that, bro. You get what I'm saying? Money could definitely pay for all this stuff, bro. I'm just gonna keep it real with you, bro. Now let's talk about the other types of freedom. These the ones that money cannot buy, bro. These the types of freedom that money cannot buy. Let's start off with mental freedom. Money ain't buying that. Money is not going to buy a certain type of mental freedom. There's certain things mentally that you need to go on a fast and pray to where the power of God would set you free mentally, to renew your mind, bro. You could leave the hood, bro, but like your mind, bro, like you got to get free mentally, though. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see some of these rappers, they be acting as though they still in the struggle or something. They already made millions of dollars because the mind, bro, that's a mental freedom now. That's a mental freedom. You got to depend on God's power and fasting and prayer to break free from that. You get what I'm saying? That's a freedom that money cannot buy. Another freedom that money cannot buy, just getting set free emotionally, bruh. Getting free emotionally in your heart, bruh. Money can't buy that one too. That's another freedom money cannot buy. I'm going to keep it real with you, bruh. Money cannot buy that one too. Money cannot buy that one too. Getting set free emotionally from all the trauma and all the things that going on within your heart and your emotions and all that. Money can't buy that. Getting set free in your soul, bruh. Freedom in your soul, bruh. Money can't buy that one too. That's another freedom money cannot buy. Getting set free in your soul, bruh. Money cannot buy that. Money cannot set you free from all the trauma that you done faced in your soul, bruh. In your soul, bruh. In your soul, bruh. I ain't even talking about, bro. I'm talking about in your soul, bruh. That freedom money cannot buy. Money cannot buy the freedom in your soul. That's another thing. You got to go on a fast and ask God to release his heavenly power to set you free from that. God could give you that freedom. You know what I'm saying? God could give you that freedom in your soul, in your heart. So money cannot buy freedom in your mind, freedom in your heart, freedom in your soul. You know what I'm saying? And even inside, on the inside of your body too. On the inside of your body, you could be holding on to all this trauma and all this stuff inside your body, bro. Money ain't buying that type of freedom. That's another thing you got to go on a fast for, to get healed within your body, inside your body, bro. That's another freedom, bro, that money cannot buy. You get what I'm saying? That's another freedom that money cannot buy, bro. I'm trying to tell you. But money can most definitely buy. It can most definitely buy you that relocation away from a toxic environment. You know what I'm saying? Away from a toxic situation. Away from a toxic, abusive, evil family. Money could buy you these things, bro. Let's keep it real, bro. You know what I'm saying? God could use money to get you away from these environments, bro. That's why it's like you gotta hustle, bro. You gotta work hard and get your money so you could get a place away from the negativity, bro. That's step one. You know what I'm saying? So yes, God could use money to get you away from a toxic place, from a slavery type stuff, to whereas you feel like your soul is dying in these environments. You feel exhausted and drained in these environments. Money could buy you these things, bro. It could buy you a relocation away from those things. It could put food on your table. It could take care of all these things, bro. But as for the other levels of freedom, only God, bro. Only God, bro. You know what I'm saying? And God is even involved in the money, though. God is also involved in the money, though, too. Because there is such thing as cursed money. So if you try to using cursed money to make it out of a bad situation, it's gonna come with all types of karma that's attached to that bad money. You know what I'm saying? So even though you are using bad money and cursed money to make it out of a bad environment, the karma from the bad money, it must be reaped. You reap what you sow, right? So there's all types of different angles and all types of different perspectives. But when you have blessed money, bro, and you relocate from one negative place and go to another place that God wants you to go, oh yeah, that's gonna set you free physically in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of ways, it's gonna set you free physically. But when you talk about like the other types of freedom, bruh, those you just gonna have to go on a fast for. But when it comes to like things that money can buy, like buying a place to stay, buying food, buying transportation, buying all this, buying all that, yeah, money could buy all these things that could get you away from the negativity, from the negative environment, from the hood, from the violence, from the toxic people. Yeah, money could get you from one place to another. But after that, it's up to fasting and prayer, bro, and God, bro, just to deliver you to give you freedom in all the other things. Because a human being comes with a lot of areas. You know what I'm saying? A human being has the heart. They have the mind. They have the soul. All these different things need to have freedom in them. And money could only get you from physically from point A to point B. And that's just my personal opinion, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's basically everything I wanted to talk about, bruh. Peace.